So, a lot of you will have seen the video I did yesterday, just the short video, just to let you know that obviously I've been in contact with Nevada Sheriff's Department, and they have indeed come back to me and stated that they're not looking to give any more information out on the case, purely because it's still classed as active. And like I say, that's good news. It's good news. To me, I feel that's good news because they could have ignored me. They have done in the past. I have asked questions and they have completely avoided answering it. And they could have done the same here. They've got no duty to respond whatsoever. You know, I'm not based in the US. I've made it clear in the past who I am. And they do come back to me. I do ask them questions and they do come back 9 times out of 10. But there are questions as to what does this mean. You know, there is enough what has happened in the background to lead us to believe that perhaps this is a ruse. Perhaps they are keeping the case active because it enables them to decide to keep things under wraps, what the public may wish to know. But then I think to myself, why not just close it? Because at the end of the day, if you turn around and say, well, we'll keep this open so people can't ask questions, it just adds fuel to the fire. You're not putting it to bed. And people are not stupid. Well, a lot of people are not stupid. You know, there's enough things in this case, and I've said it time and time again, that still need to be answered. There are still questions here that we haven't seen a conclusion to. And, you know, it's not about being arrogant and feeling that we deserve or we're entitled to. I'm just speaking as a parent of a child who is watching this case unravel and thinking to myself, what we've seen here, both sides of the fence haven't got enough evidence to prove that they are right, whether it's the accident camp, the foul play camp. And look, foul play has a lot of subcategories. I'm not turning around and saying that I'm pointing the finger at one specific person and saying they murdered Kiely. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is somebody, in my opinion, in this scenario, can't lose their life and nobody be held accountable. And in my eyes, I feel that there is enough evidence that points towards that people had knowledge of what happened that night. Even if the manner with which Kiely lost her life was indeed an accident because she drove her own vehicle into the reservoir, then, and that's questionable, then, you know, I feel that the fire cam footage, you know, it showed people driving up and down that front road as if they were going back to where Kiely's vehicle had entered the water. You know, we have seen what appears to be attempts of people trying to make out that Kiely was alive after in fact she wasn't. You know, Nick, the tow truck, you know, we've not had any clarification over that as to whether it was Kiely's vehicle, which it would appear that it wasn't, but he said it was and corroborated with his partner that that was the day. So that is either someone else or he lied. That's the way it is. You know, he either lied or it was someone else, and we've not had clarification. We've had nobody come forward and says, look, it wasn't Kiely, it was me. And we have in the past seen scenarios similar to this, like the Kiely Ross situation where she was mistaken for Kiely. She very quickly come forward and said, no, I'm not Kiely, this is who I am, these are my friends, and nipped it in the bud. So if some other car and vehicle was actually seen and attended by Nick, why haven't they come forward and said it was me? It wasn't Kiely, it was me. Even that person alone, you know, they surely are aware of what's going on by now. So why has that not come from a third party? I don't understand that, and I can't get my head around it. So it does just lead me to believe that it was a lie. It was something that was made up. And you'll have to let me know what you think down below on that. But, you know, we've also got, which I keep rambling on about, I know, the 12:36 call, and who knows, she might have got the time wrong. I don't think she did, because she could have just checked a timestamp. In over a decade of using mobile phones, iPhone specifically, I've never had a timestamp on a phone give me the wrong time that a call took place. I can't see it happening. I don't believe it happens. And I believe that Sammy would have looked at a phone and given the time that was on there. So that then leads you down a different avenue as to whether and how Sammy would have had access, or someone would have had access to Kiely's phone. Who knows? But again, questions that have not been answered, apart from the people from the I believe it's a complete accident and no one's to blame camp, and they are speculating like we're speculating. And with that in mind, this case has got a long way to go. Will it ever come out what happened? What will it take to bring this to a conclusion? Will it take someone being brave enough to speak out? You know, I hear through the grapevine that there are other people from the party looking to speak. Who knows? Maybe we'll hear some more stuff coming out over the next few days. But now I've spoken directly to the Sheriff Department, and they've come back to me and made it appear that, look, this isn't a done deal. Perhaps they are willing to listen, they are looking, and maybe we've seen in the Delphi case, some of these things can take a long time. They need someone to crack, someone to slip up, someone to talk. And maybe that's what we've got to wait for in this case. But I'm going to be here, whether it be in the background, whether it be to tell you when something comes up like this. I'm going to do it. And we're not just going to walk away that easy. We're not that stupid. We're not that naive. And we will not take everything at face value. Not when it's got so many holes in it. I'll catch you all in the next one.